Yeah. It's Djbigboss, Who-Bangin Sports, live TV, Hoops Talk, Friday night. I hope y'all had a good Friday at work. I hope y'all relax and stuff. And now we got something to do, man. I got some very great cappers in the house, some very special people that I hold dearly to me. I got my man Try Wham and my man Ski Prophet. Man, tell these folks how y'all here, man.
What's going on, y'all? If y'all see me acting crazy, it's just Pacers and Bulls game. It's going crazy. Back to back threes. It's madness right now. I'm trying to see if they let this one go with point three three-pointer to tie the game.
I know somebody out there got
it. They didn't let it go. They didn't let it go. All right, I can breathe. My bad, y'all. My bad.
All right, cool. cool. All right, you had me kind of scared for a minute right there, bro. I was kind of like hearing the narration. I'm like, oh, hold on, bro. Let me see what's going on. Like, all tuned in. Like, dang, I'm like a viewer right now.
That was a crazy game to watch. Y'all gonna see it on SportsCenter if y'all didn't watch it right now.
For real.
Catch it live right now. But yeah, that's what's up, man. You got some more bets going on today?
Yeah, we got a couple games about to pop off, right? We got my bad, y'all.
No, we got the Lakers for sure. I know we got that.
My TV.
We got the Lakers. We got the Portland. We got Portland and OKC coming up too. So whichever the ones you, I know. Ski, you on that under in the Lakers. I tell that boy on that one though. That's the only play I got going right now. I don't got nothing else going. I ain't, you know what I'm saying? I'm scared of everything else. I've been losing, bro. So I'm trying to trade it lightly, you know.
All right, I'm good now, y'all. I'm back. I got my thing set up. Got my TV muted. I got a couple plays.
That's right. You got that winner look in your eye right now. You got some cash coming, huh?
Well, let's talk about which game you want to touch on, Lakers or Portland?
Let's go to that Portland game first because I want to spend a little time on the Lakers. You know, we got to let the people know what the West Coast, real people live and direct like ourselves got to say about the Lakers. You know, the people back east, they dying to know what goes on right here in the town. But yeah, let's talk about the OKC Portland. You on that game?
For sure. I mean, you got the past 5 games. You got 2 great defensive teams, first of all, but the past 5 games, OKC is number 1 in defensive rating. Portland is number 4 in defensive rating. Portland's went under their last 5 games. OKC's went under 4 their last 5 road games. So I'm liking this game to be an under game. I mean, Westbrook, he ain't been shooting well. He's been playing defense more because of it. We'll see if he'll be able to slow down Lillard, but we already see it's leaning towards the under as far as the stats and how they've been playing as far as their defensive efficiency and rating. So I like the under in this one.
That's what's up, man. We got somebody in the chat. One of my real homies, my man Pete Dangs. I gotta give my man Pete Dangs a what up though. But Wham, would you got something on the OKC game too?
Nah, I don't got nothing on this game, bro. But I feel everything you're saying, bro. These both good defensive teams. And when you get Portland at home, you know what I'm saying, it always kind of be a tight game over there, just like you're saying. So I'm right there. I kind of understand that. You know what I mean? I tell them on the other one, though, you feel me? This one right here, I'm scared right now. I'm trying to tread things slightly right now. So,
well,
like I said before, I'm trying to, talk it out with you. You feel me?
I'll tell you, bro. I'm on that under, and I like Portland, the home team, to take this game. OKC played a tough little game versus the Lakers. Portland had an extra little day of rest, and they play really good at home. So they're 7-3 straight up. Their last 10 games, it's under the last 5 times they played OKC. So Portland and the under. Them is my 2 plays.
That's what's up. I like that Portland pick right there. It's at a coin flip anyway. Might as well take the home team. That's a home dog. That sounds good. It's Friday. Hope they have good Fridays out there like we have out here. I like that. I went ahead and put that in just now. Portland +1. So I'm digging that, man.
I feel it. I feel that, bro.
The total, so the total, you don't think the pace might get high in that game?
The thing is, you right on the money, DJ. You sharp with it, man. These 2 teams are top 10 in pace. So that's the one thing that I didn't like in this game. But they both play defense. If you play defense, the other team should miss some shots unless they both making crazy shots. I think we'll see more of an under game.
That's what's up, man. You know my man Nolly, he's the under king. I don't know if Nolly on that one too. And when I go under in basketball or something, I'm starting to check in with Nolly first because Nolly be hitting them unders, man. Shout out to Nolly, man. But yeah, that's what's up. So let's move on over to that Laker game, fellas. I know y'all got a lot to say about the Lakers, but let's talk about this game coming up first.
Oh no, we could have kept talking about OKC. I know I kind of was kind of quiet on there because I ain't got no action on it, but on everything, I think everything you saying, bro, makes sense. You know, Portland at home sound like a good play. Home dog, that makes sense. That makes sense all the way. And then on top of that, bro, you know, OKC they've been kind of playing weird. You know how Russell Westbrook percentage been these last couple of games. He's been playing pretty soft, so you know what I mean, like kind of sus. I mean, but you know, but I can't really call it. I can't really call it. You know, too much, but other than you know what my man is saying right there. That makes sense though. You know what I'm saying? You already took that +1, boss.
Just took it just now, +1. But you
Yeah.
know, I'm at an itty bitty fourth of a unit right now because I'm doing so bad. I'm just trying to breathe right now. You know, it's kind of tight out
Ooh.
here, but it happens like
Ooh.
this. You know, me, you, Ski. I know for a fact we play 365, man. We play all year, so you know you're gonna have your spots where but you gotta know when to take your time. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm going ahead and throw it in, man. Anything from my fellas on the show, man. Who-Bangin Sports live and direct. I'm about to do it. I back it. We had magic last time we did a show, man. If the
Mhm.
people ain't here to know, and you listening whenever you listen right now or after the show, you can go check the records. These Friday night joints is off the hook on the picks, man. And that's much respect to my brothers right here, man. That's what's up. But
Hey, we got a thing. I'm gonna just drop this in the viewers if they watching. We got a thing in our chat room. We say Bovada janky. It's +1 a lot of places. It's -1 at Bovada. They janky.
Portland, or which one you talking about?
Portland on the
Yeah,
Portland game.
you know,
Yeah, they
Bovada
janky.
always do you like that, man. You know they do.
Everything. You know it. You know it. They janky.
got
But
to
we,
line shop carefully.
hey, I want to give out this pick just in case anybody watching the game about to start. I'm also on the Lakers and Knicks under 224.
That's
So
what's up. You heard it right here. Lakers and Knicks under. I seen that going around. A lot of people on the under in that one. Um, what about the pace in that game? East Coast West Coast games are kind of weird anyhow. What do y'all think about the pace in that one?
well, I think the crazy part is the past 5 games. I think the Lakers are maybe third or second. They're up there in pace. But when you watch them play, they play good. They play fluent. They pass the ball. They swing the rock for 3 quarters, and then the fourth quarter, all of that stops, and it's just dribble, 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 run the clock down, ISO, and you don't get nothing. No,
Nah.
no points. They're under 6 of their last 8 games. The only 2 overs are versus the 2 games versus Sacramento, and Sacramento is the number 1 pace in the league. So they're under 5 of their last 6 home games. You got 2 of their best scorers out. LeBron's out. Kuzma's out. I like the under.
I like that too. I just when I bet NBA, I don't have a good grasp on the total as a total. You know, like 220, 221. I'd be like, oh, that seems kind of high, and then the score comes out like 113 to 112, and it'd be over, and I'd be like, dang, how did that happen? But yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna go ahead and put that one in too. Under in that game, it's a little getting a little too late, but I'm gonna jot that down though. But
Yeah, that's
yeah,
the one I already had. I had that one already. That made sense to me from the beginning. That I think the Lakers is like number 2 in unders. Yeah, I think they're number 2 in unders, or maybe even number 1 now that the Bulls game went over, because it was just the Bulls and the Lakers that was going for the number 1 in unders right now. So I'm pretty sure this Lakers hit right here, they would be number 1 in unders in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? I think this is a good one. This is a good spot. They've been playing good defense, and then another thing that made me really make the play as well is that I think the rebound advantage is coming on the other side. Maybe, you know what I mean? They always trying to trickle in McGee right now because he coming off an injury, so I don't think he's gonna be out there on the floor as much. So they may be able to take over the rebounds too on the other side.
yeah, shout out to my fam out there, Bird Girl. And guess who's in the house right now? We got my man Nolly. Just as we started speaking under, he pops up in the chat. Shout out to Nolly. The under guy is here. You know what I'm saying? What you think about that under? Nolly, let us know in the chat, man. Yeah, that's what's up. So just, I always like to bring a little sports betting tips and stuff to our viewers out there. Now that I got y'all both right here, a couple different opinions. I want to know exactly how does rebounding play in capping a game as far as the total. So if a team is strong in rebounds, are you expecting them to have more defense and they go under, or is it vice versa? How do you feel about the unders, Wham, and rebounding?
Man, rebound is essential. Like I didn't really learn too much about. I mean, I always got to go back and think about like how I started thinking this way. You know what I mean? So I didn't think this way until somebody put me on game and said, rebound is essential in college, and then I thought of it more so in NBA. I'm so wrapped around and looking at people's body language and like looking at people's demeanor and seeing if they're like really into the game. Because sometimes how NBA is, it could be on and off. You just really look at who's playing out there. You play the ball, you know who's out there really playing. So that's how I looked at it. I didn't look at who could get rebounds, who could manhandle too much, and in that instance, So it started getting me that way, and then think about it. Playing defense is essential. Stopping threes right now is what it really comes down with the unders right now.
That's what's up. What about you, Skeeve? How do you weigh the under in your capping? How do you weigh rebounding? I'm sorry. How do you weigh rebounding in your capping?
I don't really look at it towards the total, but I look at it more towards the side. If you're getting more boards, I mean, you get more second chance points. You get more chance to score the basketball. So it's a much bigger chance for you to win. You either win on the rebounds, you win on defense, or you just outscore them. So I definitely put that into my capping with sides.
That's what's up. Yeah, I can see that too. I definitely put it in the capping on sides too. And then, but when you look at it, if you're saying okay, they're going to get more rebounds, they're going to get more second chances, then it kind of sounds like it's going to relay more points.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would agree with that.
We'll have to keep an eye on that and see how that works out, man. But let's talk about the Lakers. We in LA right here, live and direct. Let's talk about the Lakers. So let's talk about the Lakers over the next 30 days going into the All-Star break. What do you guys see the Lakers sliding in for the All-Star break?
What do you mean, as far as seeding wise, or how many games we win?
As far as how they're going to play out the last games towards this break, and where they're going to be sitting like record wise, going into the break or at the break.
Okay.
Well, it's still a while to the break, if I'm not mistaken. But we dropped a few spots now. I think we're 8th maybe right now. So we need to pick up a few games. I think we will start winning. I honestly think we make a trade before the deadline. That's what I'm looking towards. These games while LeBron's not there is just basically like a tryout or audition, seeing who's going to stay. That's how I'm looking at it. I mean, you've seen LeBron and Pelinka and Magic in the tunnel. You already know what's going down.
So let's say, I'm definitely a conspiracy theorist. And let's say conspiracy theorist wise, I would say that the groin injury is weak on LeBron. It ain't really there. It's exactly for what you said. It's exactly for them to sit back and see what they got with the rest of the team and how they play, how they react. LeBron's just over there taking a little vacation. And when you think about a groin injury, it's kind of something they can't say, oh, no, you don't have that. There's no X-ray you can really look at to say if you experience pain in anybody who's ever pulled a groin knows. There's no way you can tell when it's still hurting or if it's not. It's just something that comes and it goes away. So yeah, absolutely. Conspiracy theories. My man Ski, he just stamped it right there. He saw him in the tunnel. They just waiting it out right here. That's a good eye on that one. What you think, Wham?
Nah, you were spot all the way on. And then you start hearing about Kuzma back contusions. You know what I'm saying? You said the same thing. That's what having me busting up because I started thinking like, oh, I didn't even think about Kuzma. They pulling him out too. He the second best scorer out the team. I think he's like 12th or 13th in All-Star voting right now, or some shit like that. But you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, they probably pulling him too. They probably pulling him out too. But I don't know, man. I don't think Lonzo and Kuzma is on that trading block as much as people think, man. Like, I really think those are like those key, transcendent type players they trying to keep around LeBron. You know what I mean? Then get somebody else. That's what they really want to do. They don't want to get rid of no young players. They want to groom young players, get draft picks through the process. You know what I mean? That's what I think they really want to get. So I don't know. I hope they don't get Nick Batum. I seen that Nick Batum is on the trade block for sure, for sure. They really trying to shop him and Frank Nowitzki or some shit like that. They trying to really get him. I hope we don't do no stupid shit like that. I remember Lakers used to be known for stupid shit like that, but now we got a different regime. I hope we don't do no stupid shit like that. But other than that, bro, like what y'all think, man? I don't really got nothing else. Like I could see the Lakers doing that and trading somebody, but I'm a fan in this point, because I'm a hopeful person right now. So I can't really have no opinion. Really, it's gonna be really biased, bro.
So what you think, Ski? What you think about who's out there and who the Lakers may have a chance to
Anthony
get?
Davis. Anthony Davis. That's who I hope we gonna get. That's who I think we gonna get. I don't care who we give up. Honestly, I don't want us to really give up everybody, but shit, if we get Anthony Davis come through, and
Anthony
that's
Davis.
what I think it's going.
You don't think they're Chris Paul y'all again?
Shit, they better not. They better not. We can't have it twice. They already did it to us once.
Hey,
That shit hurt.
it's a war. That's always a tactic. You know what I'm saying? You can always run home, and that's what they gonna try to do. They gonna try to run. That's the owners right there. Like, no, can't give them too much power. Make them struggle a little bit more. But that's a good
It's
one.
funny. It's funny you brought up the Chris Paul thing. When I fail in life, like if I ever do something that was a failure, I always think about that time when we almost had Chris Paul. It got me back thinking, like, man, you know what I'm saying? It could get good real quick and it could just go away so fast. You know what I mean? Go away so fast.
Hey, that's how it worked, man. In the wild world of sports, man, you never know. You see all the situations we had up to this point with all the other players that was on the trading block. But other than Anthony Davis, is there a secondary choice for y'all on that one?
No, because I don't think nobody's worth it. I mean, if you're gonna give up Ingram or give up multiple pieces, it got to be worth it. And I don't see nobody out there I want. I mean, at that point, if it comes down to it, keep Ingram there.
So you think the lineup they got right now really could go, just how it is?
Real quick, I'll say what's up to Vegas Gun joining us, and Noli said he tailed on the under, so let's cash that. But yeah, I really think the Lakers can go. You saw how they competed against Golden State. We matched up with Golden State last year when we didn't have LeBron. We always played them tough every game. We got defenders at every position. I've been saying that all year. We built for the playoffs. We can match up with anybody. I think we have a chance. I'm not saying that we're going to win right now, but we for sure can.
So the Lakers winning out the West is going to come down to beating either Houston or the Warriors in a 5 or 7 game series. What do you think about that?
I think they can beat Houston for sure because Houston is not going to play defense, and we can play defense.
Yeah.
And Golden State is
y'all hoping to draw Houston?
Oh, for sure. I'm not worried about Houston at all. I'm not worried about anybody in the West, honestly, except for Golden State.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you can't really be mad. I mean, you can't be scared of anybody except for them because they could turn all the way up to like 1,000. Everybody can't hit that number. You know what I mean? So a lot of other teams can't hit that number. So you got to be kind of fearful that they could just turn it up like that and just be hitting jumpers that you normally will see in like the gym when somebody's not getting guarded. You know what I mean? They be hitting those jumpers. So I don't really fear nobody either on the West on reality standpoint with the team that we have right now. So I really, even if we did make any trades, like just so happened they just didn't do anything and they're okay with getting in backlash. You know what I mean? Just for shits and giggles. I feel like they're gonna make a trade, for sure. But if they do something like this, I don't think they're really going to be too pressed, though. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to be too pressed. So if they don't see nothing that's cool, if Kawhi Leonard really going to stay, you know what I mean? They should make a trade because obviously the last 2 times, if this is going to be the second time Kawhi Leonard stays, you know, it didn't work out for us. You know what I mean? So they should make a trade, but I don't know, bro. It's kind of sketchy.
That's what's up.
Either way, if we trade or don't trade, I know we're gonna make a run and start winning games. Like as soon as Kuzma comes back, and maybe as soon as Kuzma comes back, I think we'll win the next game then. And then when we get LeBron or Rondo or we get one of them back, we're gonna start to go on a run.
Yeah, y'all gonna have to go on a nice little run right before that All-Star break. A lot of teams be ready to vacation. Y'all gonna have to be one of those teams that has to put that extra foot forward and try to get up a little bit because you know your man LeBron, he's a prima donna. You got to like babysit him the whole season. You got to give him his little times to rest and all that kind of stuff, you know. So yeah, y'all definitely gonna have to do that, man. So what do y'all think about one of our locals right here, your boy Harden, man? What y'all think about Harden?
I think he's a great scorer. I mean, he don't play a lick of defense. I know he's been going on a tear. He's had 10 games at 40 points or more. And I don't know how many he ended with last night versus Golden State. Do you guys know?
What he
No,
did
I don't know. He had another great game.
I don't know what he did. You said what he did for last game? Was that last night, right?
Yeah, I just was curious if he had 40 points again, but I just know he's been on a tear. He's kind of unstoppable. I mean, you don't.
44.
He's gonna score or you're gonna foul him. It's one of the two. I mean, it's not much you can do unless you're an elite defender, and there's not that many elite defenders in the league.
So I know
as much as they be, like, I think I heard you when you were at on Big Man Show earlier. My fault, boss. When you was on Big Man Show, you said like how he got away with that that call. I didn't watch the game, but I seen like the replays and everything. I was gonna ask you, they should maybe make a different call, like a different stat, like on the extended stats about how many travels these motherfuckers done did. You feel me?
Hey, whoa! I wish I had my volume on right now because Brandon Ingram walked into the locker room.
Oh wow!
And I need to know what's up, man, because that's not good. It's not good. I mean, it's good for the under, maybe, but it's not good for us as Laker fans.
Nah, it ain't. Nah, it ain't.
Because I mean, if he hurt bad, we're not gonna trade him, and he not gonna play. We're not gonna win. So, we don't like to see that.
Not at all.
I see Verge girl saying that she likes Harden. Harden is tough. I have to say this, and that from a betting point of view, and there's another one of my conspiracy theory. Because of the amount of games that the NBA players play, and you know they showed it evidently last year that you know players just want to break sometimes. They just want some nights off and stuff like that. They used to fake injuries like LeBron is doing right now, but now they do other little stuff. And your boy Harden putting the gas on right now, the tank is gonna be empty, man. You're gonna go right back to fading him right before the playoffs. They get in any position where they easily go to the playoffs, he's gonna play down a few games. Or if they smart, they'll go ahead and fake injure him and get him out for a while so he can do his thing, man. That's a part of the tools that they use to. That's like adding the whoop on your work. You know what I'm saying? They put up all the money to get those dudes. They got to add a little something, step on it, and flip it to make it last them long. So they're going to take them dudes out for a little while. Harden is really doing a little too much. Like, I know y'all played ball before, and y'all know you always got that one dude on the second or third team that want to be practice player on day before the game and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's the out to Verge girl out there talking about your man Harden. He might be doing his thing right now, but guess what? The boy's going to crumble.
Yeah, I mean, he's known to not do well later, right? In the playoffs. I mean, everybody over there is Chris Paul, Harden, D'Antoni. So I'm not worried about them.
Yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's more so the system because you remember Harden without D'Antoni's system, he was a different player. You know what I mean? Like, I don't got nothing against James Harden. He cool, you know what I mean? I think he travels sometimes, you know, but at the same time, he got a good step back jumper.
Hey, Vegas Gun says sixth consecutive win, or no, sorry, sixth consecutive game with over 35. That's what he sees for Harden.
Yeah, he'll run out of gas, I'm sure.
Well, they needed it after that terrible start, right?
Well, they play at Portland tomorrow. They play at
Yep.
Portland tomorrow. Think he gonna blow out? They +1 right now. They just hit Portland with +1s back to back at home. They don't
Yeah.
know what to do. They don't know what to do.
Hey, you must have been reading my mind, Wham. I just flipped over to tomorrow's cards, man. I figure we get into some picks and some capping and stuff. You know, we got some cappers up in here. Tomorrow, I see the good games on the table is Houston and Portland, and Golden State sees Sacramento tomorrow. Y'all see any other exciting games to look out for tomorrow?
I will check right now. You got any for him, Wham?
I was looking at this Toronto Milwaukee game. I was thinking about back in Toronto here because Milwaukee is going to be off a back to back. But I don't know, man. Milwaukee almost dropped the 40 piece. Did they drop the 40 piece? They dropped the 40. They almost dropped the 40 piece. They almost dropped the 40 piece. I don't know. But you know, I think that's a lot of energy spent. Maybe we could make a little bit on Toronto. I'm thinking about taking that line when it opens up. Seeing what it looks like though, so I don't know what it looks like right now. But you know, that's what I was saying. And then I was like, man, like, you know, Portland +1 again. They hit them back to back. Like, I don't think they know what they're doing there. You know what I mean? Like, maybe that was just, you know, I don't know, bro. What you think? What you think, boss?
I know last Friday's show, y'all was on the other side, and I took Houston. And on this show, I'm gonna continue the thing and take Houston again because one of the theories that I studied before is that when a team would like naturally you want to go against the grain. You figure once it gets to 4, 5, 6 in a row or something like that, it's eventually got to hit the next one. But in certain sports, especially in baseball, you continue to trend until you get played out the game. So I kind of probably figured myself a little late to jump on the ship, but I'm gonna go on and jump on the ship and say Houston keeps it rolling right there.
I'm gonna side with Wham and say if Portland has an easy game tonight and not a tough like overtime game or just really tough grinded out game, then I would like Portland tomorrow.
That's what I was thinking.
That's what's up. Y'all heard it right here first. You know, I'm going against the grain and I'm taking Houston. And my man, the specialist over there, they on Portland. But, you know, the game is at a coin flip anyway. But that's what it is right there. What about this Kings and Warriors game? You know, they all up in the Bay. I consider Sacramento the Bay. Some people have been telling me different now.
Man, hey, I had this conversation with one of my coworkers the other day, and she's from the Bay, like she's from Vallejo, and she was like, "No, Sacramento is not the Bay." She said straight up, like, "No, it's not the Bay, bro." She literally I literally had to. This is so strange, like, bro. I literally had the conversation with her. She's from the V. She said, "No way, bro. No fuego."
They're both north of Los Angeles. And I think that's kind of like a home court for Golden State, huh?
Maybe. But when I look at this game, I like Golden State off the bat just because I know how Houston game went, and I think they'll want to right the ship. But at the same time, I think about everybody's going to bet Golden State too. And the Kings have been good when they get points at home. Yeah. And you're going to give them like 7.5 and it might get bet up. So if the public is all on Golden State, which I'm sure they will be, they could be right. But I'm going to take a look at this game and see where it goes. I might be on Golden State. I may like Sacramento at the end of the day. But right now, when I'm looking at it, I like Golden State.
Yeah.
It's 7.5, right?
Right.
So what about this total? This total, see, this is what I'm talking about where I look at totals. I'm looking at 238.5 as like, woo, each team got to almost score 120 to beat me. I don't know. And I probably would go under in that. What do you guys think about the total in that one?
I think the same way as you. It's a very high total, and I will lean under off the bat too, just off the strength of that. But I also would think about the Kings. I think are number one in pace, and Golden State's going to want to score. Like I said, they're going to want to put up points to avenge their loss. So I don't know. I would lean towards the under right now if I had to make a play at the moment, but I definitely would need some more time with that one.
Nolly, where you at? I know you out there, Nolly. Nolly, tap in with us, man. We need to know what's up with the under. That's what's up, though, man. So, what about you, man? What you think about the total in that one?
That makes sense. I think 60% right now. It's it's raw right now. It's overnight, so you don't know if you could trust all the way the numbers. But look like 60% is on the over, or 40% is on the under. You know what I mean? The line's really not moving too much from when it's opened up. So you could say that it may be sharp action on the under too. So you could possibly probably say that. I don't know, bro. I think that's got to be the play there. If you're making it, I'm not going all the way there. I think the plays that I'm making for sure tomorrow, maybe just Toronto and Portland right there. Those look like those was, they look like they look good. And I've been thinking straight. I just haven't been executing by making all my plays. You know what I'm saying? So I might have a few on this card that's coming up.
Well, learn the people whammo. Learn them on. You can't just throw that Toronto pick out there and don't give them nothing. You know what I'm saying? Let's show the math on it. What's up with the Toronto pick?
And I like Milwaukee though. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of love for Milwaukee. I like a lot of players what they have. You know what I'm saying? They got a lot of character players on their team. You feel me? So I like when a team is built like that, more so on character players rather than having a lot of ego players. You know what I'm saying? Just thinking as far as like Bledsoe being put in his place. Now Bledsoe could possibly fuck it up. You know what I mean? He could definitely fuck up this team, but there's all type of players around the NBA that can fuck up teams. But go back to the to pick though. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I like Toronto, I don't know the line yet. So I really can't say this is an official pick, but I just know I might really make that play against something looking good right there on the line. But for the most part, bro, I like Toronto getting some little rest here, bro. You know what I'm saying? And Milwaukee on the back to back, kind of just got to take it. I was thinking, you would probably do something against Portland. May go with you on the Houston, but the line is at +1. They don't know what to do. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? If it was a different story, I'll probably be on it. But +1, I got to take the Portland there. In this case, if it's some sketchy shit on there, I might not take it. But, for right now, I like that Toronto play. I like Toronto to beat them.
That's what's up. How about you, Ski? You got anything on the Marl card that you like out there?
Right now, I would just look towards Portland, or I want to see what the Spurs line comes out as.
So early in the morning, right? 2:00. 2:00. The NFL game will be already off, but the first NBA game comes on at 2:00 tomorrow. It's Charlotte versus Denver. Denver's 9.5. The over under is 218. Let's just say hypothetically, I'm in Vegas. I need to get some gas money so I can get home. It's 2:00, and I got $20 right here, and I got to play it on this because I got to be out of here before 3. What do I do right here? What would you suggest? This is basically kind of like my man Pete and them say, gun to the head. What are you picking this one?
Gun to my head, I would pick Denver with minus the points because Charlotte is not a good away team. Denver's a great home team. Denver plays defense, and Charlotte's pretty hurt. So I don't know if Zeller's playing. I don't know if Lamb is playing. I would take out, and Denver is pretty healthy as they're going to get, minus Barden, I think. So I would take Denver minus the 9.5.
All the way with you,
or if
bro.
you really want to leave early, I might even take Denver first half.
First half. That's what's up. I like that. Denver first half, man.
Yeah, you could get that first half at 5.5. That actually sounds like a play that I'm actually gonna probably take with you, bro. I like that. I like that, especially because Charlotte might be having your boy with a Kimba with a fake injury, a groin or something like that coming up soon. You know what I mean? Because they trying to get rid of everybody. They might as well just kind of trash these next couple games get him right for the playoffs. You know what I mean? Because I think they're pretty good. I think they're pretty good in the standings. I haven't really looked at it, but for what I remember, I think they're pretty like okay. They're at seventh right now, but they're kind of like it could get ugly for them, but it could get ugly real quick for them. But I don't think they're gonna really do anything right now. You know what I mean? They already trying to trade everybody. It's all over the news. Players watch that stuff. They got Bleacher Report alerts too, so I think that's gonna really affect them. I like that first half play, bro. I think it's at 5.5. I might have to make that one.
I knew, sometimes that's the kind of capper I am. Sometimes you got to situationally box me in, and I just have to climb my way out. And I usually climb out the right way, man. That's just a little bonus pick right here for the people out here watching. My man Nolly checked in and said he don't really do NBA like that, but the boy, he does his thing in college, man. Looking forward to Nolly coming out there for the Super Bowl too. We're gonna call it the Low Bagger Bowl. We out there, you know what I'm saying? Tap in if you want to get involved with that. Who-Bangin Sports TV and all the other low baggers out there live and direct for the Super Bowl, like some real players. That's what's up. So, sure, that's pretty much. I don't want to go too deep in the Sunday's card in basketball because we don't got no lines. I see the Clippers is playing Orlando. Miami plays Atlanta. Washington, OKC. Pacers in Toronto. Toronto at home. That should be a good matchup. That should be something to watch. And the Lakers, you ain't gonna be able to know what's going on with the Lakers till after this game right here, especially if we got the rumor of an injury.
Is it on Sunday?
On Sunday they play Minnesota at 12:30. Early game on Sunday in LA. Not the best. Late game is Sunday on LA. The Laker hater in me still takes the Lakers, man. They play really well on Sundays in the late game, and it has to do with LA being LA because not much to do on a Sunday. You go play the game, you win, you go to the after party, everything surrounded that game. So it's usually two-step here for the Lakers on Sunday.
I had a question about you guys. Did you guys check out that Derrick Rose news about him being like the number 2 player from I think on the guards to get in the Western Conference All-Stars votes? He got like the number 2 most votes for a guard right now, like underneath Steph. Derrick Rose. How y'all feel about that?
Like the lady said at my job, and the light.
Yeah, I don't know. It don't really mean nothing to me, honestly. It's good for him. I mean, I know he's had a hell of a comeback, but I wasn't really a big Derrick Rose fan or nothing, so don't mean nothing to me, really.
I'm gonna say, forget a comeback. When did he ever start? The dude kept getting injuries every time. I think his best season might have been his rookie season.
He won an MVP though. You got to give him that.
He was fired. He was fired that year, bro. He was fired.
I mean, he was good at that time, but after that, he just been injury prone after injury prone after injury. He got real injuries. He ain't got no fake injuries. He got real injuries.
Yeah, for
Hey, so I'm gonna tell you on Sunday, I would look towards OKC versus the Wizards. You always, I'm still looking to fade the Wizards and OKC. I mean, like I said, they play good defense, so they play well lately. So I'll roll with OKC on that at home. And
I like that Miami.
Minnesota, yeah, Miami maybe. I'm not sure on that yet. I can't get a two day ahead cap on Atlanta. So
for real. You ain't lying though.
And Minnesota, I lucky like them versus the Lakers because I like Minnesota at home, and we don't really have that many bodies anyway.
That's what's up, man. I want to jump on over to a little bit of NFL. I'm gonna be talking NFL in the morning with Big Ragu, man. Y'all both welcome to join me, man. Just let me know. Probably gonna be around 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock our time. It's gonna be intense. All these shows that we do, only people on the West Coast get the chance to see them. It's what is it? 11 o'clock on the East Coast. It ain't no telling if people are watching this or not, but a lot of them do come back and definitely watch the. But yeah, I'm gonna be with him in the morning. But since we got my man skiing here, I definitely want to talk Chargers, right? And I think my man skiing, he probably want to talk this Philly game too. And I know Wham want to talk the Philly game. But I kind of want to talk the Seattle game and Dallas just for Randy, just for my man Randy out there. We should talk
Shout
about
out
the
to Randy.
Cowboys. But and then the Indianapolis Houston guy. I guess we gotta talk about that one too, because ever since Ski woke me up to it about the defensive line over there, I've been kind of calculating that into my capping, and if they get a hold to your boy Luck, that could really change everything on that. And that one's at a coin flip. So let's jump through them. It's only 4 games. Let's start off with the Houston and Indianapolis game. Wham, you go first. What you think about that game?
For Indianapolis, I got Andrew Luck. You know, I got him showing out though. You know, I overheard what Sonny was saying. I think it was last night, which y'all had the show last night, and you know when he was talking, he was saying that the NFL kind of wants more Andrew Luck right now. I like to think conspiracy theories when it comes to NFL because you know, there's really like little plays that's so controversial, and it's like almost a controversial play every down and every drive. So it doesn't necessarily, it's not that hard for it to look, you know, shook up. You know what I mean? So I feel like they do like more Andrew Luck right now. They do like more Andrew Luck. I am starting to get on the conspiracy bandwagon on certain things, you know, and I do think they do want more Andrew Luck. And if you really be honest, though, the offensive line's been playing pretty good for the Indianapolis. They've been playing pretty good, and as far as their running game has been pretty good. Mack has been playing pretty. Marlon Mack has been, you know, rushing the ball pretty well, and I like you know, taking underdogs. So he probably be one of those fantasy players I slide in. You know, I like talking fantasy a little bit, so I like the way they do stuff a little bit there. And you know, if Andrew Luck still gets off, that's the X factor, really. You know, we all know what they could bring on the other side of the ball. It's gonna be, you know, a shaky offense that can get shaky often. You know what I mean? Even though they've been playing pretty good as of late, but they you do remember what happened early on in the season. They did have a shaky part, you know what I mean, at the point that showed their true identity as what we thought coming into the season. So you still gotta have those thoughts going on as well. It can't just be bidding for the moment. But I do like I do like Houston at home, but I gotta really go with Andrew Luck because I just gotta lean more in the conspiracy theory on this one, bro.
That's
And
what's up.
I would okay agree with you, man. I haven't done no intense research or intense capping on this game, so I'm not gonna bullshit y'all. But
I mean,
from memory and from eye test, Colts defense has been playing pretty good. I mean, I know Andrew Luck plays good, but he plays good against good defenses. But that defense looked like they were playing pretty good to me. And Houston, big boss touched on it. We talked about it last time with their defensive line. That's what they need to do for their defense to pretty much be successful. They got to get to the quarterback. So I think the Colts, like I said, I haven't done my intense capping and research, but I think the Colts allow the fewest sacks in the league. Andrew Luck will get the ball out of there, and I gotta just lean on the Colts. If I gotta make a play right now without finishing out my research, I would lean on the Colts just because I don't think Houston's defensive line is gonna get there. They're not gonna disrupt them, and if they can't do that, Colts are gonna do what they want to do.
That's what's up. Since I'm gonna be going a little deeper with my man Big Ragu, I'm gonna just touch on it a little bit, and I'm gonna just look at it from my conspiracy angle. Since Sonny got us on the conspiracy angles. Shout out to Sonny, man. I had a great time with Sonny, man. Too bad my audio tripped out, but it was a really, 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 really good interview with Sonny, man. I can't wait to get him back in here for some more fun, man. But yeah, conspiracy theory on that one right there. You got my main one of my main conspiracy theories. It ain't really a conspiracy theory, but one of my theories on NFL playoffs is if you look it up, every playoff game, including the wild card game, you get a bonus. This is not even what the team give you. This is what the NFL gives you off top. So when you have teams that have been back and forth to the playoffs, that they won a couple here or whatever, they know what it feels like. Every player on the team get this. They know what it feels like to get an extra 50,000. Or they know what it feels like to do that 2 times. But they know what it feels like. I think last year to get all the way to the Super Bowl, they was already up to like 400,000, and there was like $100,000 bonus for the Super. And this is paid out from the NFL. There's not even nothing that they have on the side with team
With the contracts and stuff,
contract or anything else. This is straight money that they get from the NFL for that. And if you look at these two teams, I mean, I haven't did much research into it on that, but if you look at the Colts' history in the playoffs and you look at the Houston's history in the playoffs, you got to kind of find out which one is more invested, which one has more experience, and which one could use that extra money and looking to make a good 400,000 to get to the Super Bowl. So that's all. I'm gonna leave that right there on that one, man. Let's jump to the next game, though. I'm
Which one we
go
got next?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you first on this one, Ski. Let's go with the next game for my boy Randy. Well, yeah, Randy East Side, Cowboys and the Seahawks. Man, what you think about that right there?
I gotta have a lean towards the home team, the Cowboys. If Seahawks were at home, I would like the Seahawks. But I know, everybody knows Jerry Jones got that button next to him, man. They at home, they're gonna get some calls, or they're gonna make up a rule. It's gonna be a fumble that they didn't know what happened to it. It went underneath the turf. Whatever they gotta do, they gonna do it in Jerry world. So I would have a lean towards the Cowboys. I don't have no intense cap on that, but I will cap it. But I lean towards the Cowboys.
How about you, Wayne? What you thinking over there?
definitely I'm on the same page, bro. We kind of in sync right now today. You know what I mean? I feel like it's so easy to take the Cowboys here though. Sometimes when it does feel too easy to take the Cowboys, that's when you kind of gotta hold on because they are such a public team. It's like the Lakers, you know what I mean? When it's so easy to take the Lakers, I'll be holding on to. 'Cause even though I'm a Laker fan, I'll be like, wait. But even then, you know me, bro. I'll be mindful. I'll be like, my first mind usually is right, so I got to keep going with it. And this one, man, Dallas is just it's screaming Dallas. They defense playing good. They look good. You know what I mean? Like when the camera cut to them, they look like they balling. You know what I mean? They look like they balling. So that's what I look at too. You know what I mean? Like I look at shit like that too. So I don't know, man. I feel like it could all go downhill with the Seahawks. We've seen it happen before in the playoffs. You know, and I don't really trust too much of their offense like that. You know what I mean? It's real spotty. It's all relying on Russell Wilson. I almost call him Russell Westbrook because his usage rate probably like that. You know what I mean? Like, you feel me? I don't know, but that's kind of what I'm thinking too, bro. I think I'm gonna play Dallas right there. That's probably gonna be one of my players for sure too.
Well, I'm gonna tell you now. I'm not gonna make an official play because I'm gonna make my official play tomorrow. We're Ragu again, but when you break this down in X's and O's, and when you put my playoff experience thing in there, and then you go with the conspiracy theory, I got Seattle all day. Now, my man Sonny Vega, he did have the conspiracy theory that ever since Jerry Jones and the kneeling thing and all that kind of stuff, Jerry Jones kind of sat down for a while and stayed in his place, and he should be expecting a return on investment for that one. So it could be that Dallas is a team that's going to keep going. But when you talk about the physicality, the know-how, who done tasted 200,000, 400,000, and some more in the playoffs, you got to look at the Seattle Seahawks and Pete Carroll, man. Pete Carroll just got an extension. He's getting close to his retirement. He's booming over there. It'll be nothing for them to make a nice run and get him another ring before he decides to get up out of there. Or even if he decides to stay, it's nothing for him to go back in there and show all the young coaches like, yeah, I'm still right here doing my thing. So I haven't picked Seattle, though. Don't get me wrong. I haven't totally picked Seattle, but you got to watch out for Seattle in that when it comes down to some of my theories and stuff. They definitely fit the quota for. If I had to take them straight off of who has the more motive to win the money to get to the next game, bam, Seattle all day.
I hear you on that. I definitely hear you. I mean, I don't have a bet on this game. I don't have the strongest angles at all yet. So we'll see where it goes. That game is tomorrow, right? It's the night game though.
Yeah, it's the night game. Come on at 5:15. And the over under in that one is at 43. That's kind of low. I would lean with the over. Seattle defense do got some holes in it, especially sometimes when it comes to the running game. So they should score. And Pete Carroll, you can stop him 3 downs or 2 downs. He gonna go for the big one, and he gonna get his money. So I see at least 3 touchdowns coming from each team. All I need is a couple of fugazis in the middle to make it go over. I kind of like the over in that one too. But let's get into something that you probably did bet or definitely been thinking about, Ski, and that's your Chargers playing this Baltimore team. They've been showing this all up and down sports news and everything. It's like the whole world is split between the Chargers and the Ravens in this one. Where you sitting as a Charger fan? Give them a little bit of the Charger fan view of this one right here.
You already know. I know we're gonna win already, but but I mean, Chargers only lost 1 game on the road. The road is damn near the same as the home. We don't have no advantage at home, so I'm not looking at it as really a road game. First off, and the last game we didn't have Melvin Gordon. We got Hunter Henry, our tight end, coming back. We got a lot of weapons, man. I mean, I know they say Baltimore defense really good, but they didn't look really good their last game. Shit, we got a lot of weapons. Just like we could expose them just like that. That's how I feel. I know Phillip Rivers not that mobile, but we got plenty of weapons over here. And Melvin's finally healthy. I think we'll be able to pull it off. The only thing that kind of puts me off of the Chargers is the field goal advantage, the kicker advantage for the Ravens. Chargers, I have no faith they're gonna make any field goal. I don't care if they're on the 1. I don't think they're gonna make shit. Baltimore, as soon as they cross midfield, it's like they just they're gonna make the field goal. So they got a clear advantage right there. What you think, Wham?
Nah, you definitely right. When they said that, man, I wasn't even thinking about that. But when you said that, bro, I was just, man, like, that was deep. Like, oh, man, they definitely got the crazy advantage on the kicker. The kicker, Tucker be hitting them for whatever. Like, he could probably hit them for 70 if he wanted.
If you
You know what I
really
mean?
want
He
to,
probably could. You know what I mean? Because he has. I haven't seen him like even look weird sometimes. But go back to it. On the opposite side, you do gotta say that they running game and they time for possession. A lot of that stuff counters in. I haven't really thought too deep on Baltimore other than that though. Every other thing I always think like, well, they could counter with this, they could counter with that. He has all these different weapons, just like you said, and having Hunter Henry come back, that's the big thing too. They really they didn't lose too much of a beat with Melvin Gordon. They needed Melvin Gordon, but they didn't really lose too much of a beat with Hunter Henry out, they've been really like a little affected by that. They've been relying a lot on Antonio Gates, and he's not able to put in that everyday down type of tight end. So I really like that coming back. I think this is an easy little play. Take the money line Chargers. That just seems like just the easiest play to do, and that's definitely going to be one of those plays. I think if we at least hit one of those bets at the top, take all that, and then they might hit a 2-3 unit on the Chargers. You know what I mean? Because they looking like they worth it right now.
So I'm gonna go on and concur with y'all. I said I wasn't gonna give no picks. I'm taking the Chargers right here, and I'm gonna tell you why. And shout out to my man, Big Bro, Big Ragu. He's in the chat right now, man. Make sure y'all say what up. And Birds Girl's with us too on this 100%. She's backing the Chargers too. And the reason I'm backing the Chargers in this one, and I've been always been a big Charger watcher or nothing, but I like the new coach. He likes the coach. I like the defense. I like the new coach. I don't really care for Phillip Rivers, but I watched him real close. I hate his throwing orthodox, but the orthodox that he throws in is perfect for cold weather because in cold weather, it's more difficult to catch. You can't just bam steam it to everybody in cold weather because it'll make it ricochet off. So the way he just places the ball with this little loft he does, it's real weird. You pay close attention to it. The way that he throws the ball fits cold weather. And like my man Ski say, it's not a road game. It's actually a home game. And they have the road record to go with it. And I'm definitely backing the Chargers in this one. Let's go. Shout out to the Chargers, man. But the next game is really interesting. And I was listening to who was I listening to? I was listening to Big Man talking about this game at the end of the show. You and Big Man Ski with the Philadelphia game right here. What y'all thinking about that? What you think, man? Philadelphia?
So yeah, man, you can't bet against Philadelphia as an underdog, bro. In the playoffs, you look at their last couple of games, eh, they're all were uh, they're all were underdogs, and they all were Nick Foles starting. The only thing is that they got a little upgrade on defense a little bit, you know. So I can't really go so far and just say that they're nowhere near fadeable right now. But I can't really fade Chicago. Chicago's playing real good defense. Even though their defense actually been slipping up though. I take that back. Their defense actually been slipping up from what I really was looking at recently. The defense actually slipped up from what they was playing. They wasn't playing at the same high intensity level that they played throughout the game. But their offense actually been playing pretty good. Just like Donnie calls Maserati Mitch. He out there balling, balling, balling. You know what I mean? Like he getting it, you know? He doing his thing. I can't be mad at him, especially him not being him being highly talented later and catching people off guards. He has been playing, up to his potential there. So I can't really be mad at him. But betting against Philly, that just seems sacrilegious, bro. Look crazy.
Hey, Schoolboy Q, sacrilegious. I ain't heard that song in a minute, but I'm with you. I, damn, my bad, bro.
No,
I'm
you
gonna tell
good.
you this. I'm,
You
I'm, I'm, I'm
Gucci.
gonna go ahead and make a case for the Bears, man.
No, I had a case. I had a case for the Eagles too, but Wham kind of just pretty much touched all my points. I like
Yeah, I
the
feel it.
Eagles plus the points. I think the Bears. I mean, at first I like the Bears to win the game, but I just don't really want to go against the Eagles. I don't want to give the Bears them points. Like I'm not laying the points with the Bears. When I think they're gonna win, it's like, why am I scared to take the points? They're not gonna win. So I like everything Wham said. I like the Eagles, bro.
Man, I'm with you there, bro. That's what
Well,
I'm thinking too.
to make a case for the Bears, man. For one, the Bears is gonna be playing this one at home. For two, it's been known that the team that wins the Super Bowl, unless they on a straight shot to repeating or at least playing in the Super Bowl again, they usually don't make it. So odds are actually against the Philly being the returning champs according to the record that they had this year. So, but back to the Bears, man. This dude Trubisky, man. I think we might be underrating Trubisky, man. Every time they told this dude to fight, he fought. Every time his back was against this team, back was against the wall, they fought. And they haven't really. They made a lay down maybe one or two times this year, but they come to play every time, and they're going to be at home. Definitely one that you had to watch on the weather on this one. But I'm not making a pick. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about that. I'm gonna look at some X's and O's and some other factors, and I'm gonna think about it tomorrow. But also, if you go into conspiracy theory 101, you guys might be absolutely right. Philly players got the whole 400,000 last year, 500,000 bonus. They probably blew it on something stupid, and they like, man, we gotta at least get this first 50 grand. I haven't looked it up yet, but each year I look it up. You can look it up. It's public information. How much the bonus is for each player in the playoffs for the 2019 playoffs for the NFL, and they looking forward to that money, man. At the end of the day, it's about these are grown men playing
Kind of
for
cash.
money,
Yep.
right?
Kind of cash. And then what? A touch back on that game. The only thing that scares you is that Chicago Bears just won straight up 9 of their last 10 games. So they've been pretty hot. A lot of these teams that's coming into the wild card, they call them the wild card for a reason because they coming in hot and they gonna throw the kitchen sink in this game. They gonna go hard. So ain't nobody trying to go home. They trying to get a playoff win. That rings bells in the coaching community because they all just trying to get to one play. People lose and then still get able to sit at the table like you saying, boss. After it all said and done, they all know each other. So you want to be able to sit at the table and just be like, hey, remember that play? I got you though, didn't I? You know what I mean? So they still want those moments. So I think they are gonna throw the kitchen sink, but you can't count out, the gunslinger and Doug Peterson. He be going for it almost every down. You know what I mean? So every drive, I mean. So you gotta ride with that. That reminds me like Mike Leach. You know what I'm saying? Same reason why we cashed that last Washington State. You know what I'm saying? Because we knew like, hey, that was easy. Like, you know what I'm saying? He gonna keep grinding for you. He gonna keep grinding. So I really back Doug Peterson here. I think that's gonna be one for sure. That's gonna be one of those officials there. I'm taking Philly plus 7. That just makes sense, bro.
That's what's up, man. I appreciate y'all all stepping in with us tonight, man. I want to do this every Friday, man. I want to get some more people involved, man. We got to get my man Randy, my man Kev. We got to get Red Girl. We got to get everybody in the hangout, man. Every Friday, we should just be chit-chatting, going over the plays and stuff, man, having a really good time, man. I appreciate y'all showing up today. Shout out to everybody in the chat, Big Ragu, Vegas Gun, Verge Girl. Who else we had in here? We have our man Jonathan up in here yet. My man Jonathan gonna come in and start doing some boxing with us, man. My man's really thorough on the boxing. He's not a big better, but he's really thorough on the boxing, man. We're gonna do something special with him, man.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Nolly Nose is in the house, man. I don't want to miss out on nobody. Vegas Gun. And man, salute to my man Ski, man. You out there working hard, my brother. You all over the place doing big things and all kinds of, man, much respect, man. It's always love, man. You've been in my house before, man. You fan, man. But I gotta let it be known to the world that my man is on the rise, if you don't know it or not. He's a real serious dude. He does a really good job at what he do. We appreciate him coming and hanging out with us. And wish
I
you all the
appreciate
success.
y'all, man. Y'all fam. I definitely love chopping it up with y'all and getting these plays out and everything all the time. I'm here with y'all on Friday. If that's what y'all want to do, definitely appreciate y'all.
Oh
That's
man,
what's
all
up,
day,
man. So
bro.
I'm gonna let everybody get back to their family, man. It's the night's still young, man. If it's LA, man. The night's still young. If you gonna get out and do something, man. Y'all want to
Yeah.
say anything to the people out there? Go ahead, man. Say what you gonna say, Wham.
Man, hey, nah, I appreciate you, Skeet, bro. Appreciate you, DJ, bro, Big Boss, man. I appreciate Sonny. I appreciate everybody that come on here. Everybody that this is our platform. We don't care. We gonna get lit together. You feel me? And my man doing his thing right now. He fire right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why I already tell him on a few plays. You feel me? I'm keeping quiet because you know what I'm saying. We you know what I mean. I don't want to jinx us. You feel me? But my man fire right now. So. Get locked in, stay tuned in. We're gonna keep it popping. Shout out to DJ Big Boss, everybody in the chat box. You know what I mean? We doing our thing right now. We just trying to make it happen. Nothing but love, peace, and y'all be safe. You feel me?
That's what's up, man. We out of here.